The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining BBB for this webinar this morning. A couple of housekeeping items before we get started. If you run into audio issues, try logging off and logging back in, and if that doesn't work, you can always call in using the phone number on your registration email. And should you have any questions throughout the webinar, please submit them to the chat section and we will get to those at the end. We are so excited to welcome back Rathna Ramakrishnan to talk all about creating and managing a YouTube channel for your business. Rathna is an educator and an entrepreneur who is passionate about helping businesses unbox their true potential. Rathna, thank you for joining us again.
Thanks, Ashley. I'm excited to be back. All right, so you can see my screen. I'm going to take it away. Cool. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to talk about the important topic of whether your business should have a YouTube account. What could be the secondary profession of video marketers? You know, there are people that make a living out of just making videos. And what do you think their secondary profession could be? Cab drivers, because they know how to drive in traffic. And that's what video can do for your business. It can drive traffic. Now, what is traffic? Traffic is basically humans, your potential leads that are coming to your website. And they come to your website through two ways, either organic, which means they're finding you on Google search, or through paid, where you're running an ad, either on Facebook or Google, so you're spending money. So traffic is a huge piece of how you're going to find your next lead. So what does organic mean? Let's just understand what organic means. Here is a table that shows data for one of my customers. And here you can see how they're acquiring their users. The user acquisition is either direct, organic, social, referral, other, email. So if you have a website, you want to be sure that your website is connected to Google Analytics, because if it is connected to Google Analytics, you can have the same kind of report that shows you how you're acquiring your users. And so direct is, how do you function when you shop on Amazon or Home Depot? You go to a browser window and you type in www.amazon.com. People know the brand name, and so they directly go in and they type the URL and they search for that specific business. That is called a direct search. Organic search is when somebody is looking for, let's say, a roofing contractor, HVAC contractor, tax consultant near me, insurance agent near me, right? When people are searching for a specific service, which can be one of the things that you provide, they're going to go into a search window and search for that specific service. When they search for that specific service, are you ready to be found online? Is your website ready to be found online? Because if it is, in this example that I'm showing you, they had 3,000 people come to their website in 1 week. And so this organic search is the number that you want to care about. This is the number where all of your efforts, your social media efforts, your YouTube, your website, all of it is working for you, because you're able to drive that organic traffic, which is basically leads, people that can become your beloved customers, those leads. So you really want to focus on this number. So let's quickly understand how Google search works. A person enters a search query. We all have done this, billion times in our lives. We go to a Google search window and we type for ice cream near me, Mexican restaurant near me, tax consultant near me, right? You search for it. I want you to understand what happens on the back end with the Google algorithm. So for simplicity, think of the Google algorithm as a giant library. In a conventional library, there is a librarian. The role of the librarian is to welcome the books, the brand new books that are coming into the library, to catalog the books and index the books on the shelves. These books are coming in through the front door. Every time there's an author that's published a book, the library buys the book, they catalog it, they index it. You come along as a patron of the library, you search for the book, and then you check out the book that you want to read, and off you go. Similarly, the Google algorithm is a giant library, and the books in Google's library are your websites. There are thousands, billions of websites. And unlike a conventional library where the books are coming in through the front door, the websites in the Google library are coming in through the back door. And they're coming in really fast. Think about it. Anytime somebody comes up with a cool idea, they go and they build a website, and now the website is hanging out, ready to be cataloged and indexed in the Google library. Now, let's say you've done the correct things where your cool website is now cataloged and indexed in the Google library. Google now, the librarian, Google's your librarian, Google still needs to be able to pull your website out of the billion websites and showcase you when somebody searches for roofing contractor near me, plumber near me, right? They have, the Google algorithm needs to know you to be able to quickly showcase you, pull you off the shelf of the billion websites, which are the books, and showcase you. Now, in order to do this, what Google does is it organizes the information. And the way it organizes the information is by page content. What are you talking about on your website page? Is it relevant to the services that you provide? So it takes all this information, it catalogs it, and overall, the Google algorithm uses 200 signals or factors to be able to take your website and basically become best friends with your website. So think about it. You want the Google algorithm to really know your website so well that when somebody searches for you, the Google algorithm is going to choose you. The librarian is going to choose you to showcase that book and have somebody check it out, which in Google's terms translates to somebody comes to your website, they become your customer. So the 200 signals that Google uses are easy to crack. You know, if you have systems in place to manage your online presence, it's really simple for you to be that website that is displayed in a few milliseconds. Snapping of my finger, that's a millisecond. That's how quickly the algorithm has the power to pull your website off a shelf and showcase it. These 200 factors that I talked about, one of those factors can be YouTube for you. So I just want you to understand how YouTube is just one signal, a factor in all of the things that you can use for you to be found online. Why do we care about YouTube? The world's largest search engine is Google. The second largest search engine is YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google. And so if you have a plan to have your digital presence, you have a footprint on YouTube, you are going to be pulled out in those milliseconds when somebody's searching for you and Google's making a decision to showcase you. So that's why we care about YouTube. So today, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about creating a home for your business on YouTube, create videos that help you achieve your business goals, organize your channel to attract viewers, and promote your business with video. And I also talk about a few resources. So the thing that you want to understand is that YouTube is where people watch, right? We have all used YouTube in some shape or form. You bought a toy for your kid, you want to assemble it, it's not working out, you go on YouTube, you find a solution. You know, you got chewing gum in your hair and you're wondering how to clean it off, you go find stuff on YouTube. So we're invariably looking for solutions on YouTube. So YouTube has over 2 billion monthly logged in users. And this is where people discover, right? You go to search for something, you start watching on YouTube, but hey, there's other interesting things. So what does YouTube do for you? It helps you discover new things that you hadn't thought about. It's where people engage, because once you find something that interests you, you are just drawn into that video, right? You're willing to give up 3 to 5 minutes of your life to finish watching that video because you're interested in engaging. It's a topic that interests you. So I want to show you how this path of watch, discover, and engage works if you're a business. So this is an example of one of my clients here who's a car dealer. So let's just pretend somebody's just searching for something random in the world, right? And they are watching a YouTube video. When they're watching a YouTube video, there's an ad that pops up for the Sunnyvale Motors. They just click on and visit the dealership's website because this person is thinking about buying a car. The cookie is stored. It's again remarketed on YouTube. When this person comes back on YouTube, it's going to showcase Sunnyvale Motors again. Now this person's like, okay, I want to visit the dealership. They click on the website, schedule a test drive, go to the dealership, and buy the car, right? So this is kind of how the process of watch, discover, engage works. And so each business has the potential to do this. You don't need thousands of subscribers. You even don't need to run ads, right? You can get that organic traffic without spending on YouTube ads. You can still have somebody that lands on your website, provided you have a really well put together YouTube account. So just a little bit about me. 7 years ago, I started a children's education business. And the business basically provides Lego, robotics, and Money 101 programs for children through spring and summer camps. So just like each of you, when I started my business, I said, okay, I'm going to put together a website. I'm going to put together a, social media accounts. And then I wondered, now what? How are people going to find all these fabulous programs? How are parents that are looking for, spring and summer programs going to find the programs? And that's what set me down the path of really understanding the Google algorithm and everything that it takes for a website or a business to really scale and grow. Out of that curiosity is how I was able to scale my business into a multi-six-figure business. And through that, I realized that all business owners were like me, with big hopes and dreams, fabulous ideas, but really struggling through, how do you get that next customer? And so what I did was I decided to join Grow with Google as a partner. So the Grow with Google partnership is basically an application process where you have to prove that the intent is to help other business owners. So which is why today I'm volunteering my time with the Better Business Bureau to be teaching you what I have learned from the mistakes that I have made. And I am on a goal here to help 10,000 business owners unbox the true potential of your business. And the thing that I want to urge each of you is to be curious about your data. Data is basically information about your beloved customers. Who are they? Where are they coming from? If you set up a YouTube account, what is it doing for you? Because simply creating videos and posting it is not enough. And so that's the reason why I decided to become a Grow with Google partner. And it also gives me a direct into the Grow with Google team, which is headquartered in Mountain View, California. And I'm able to help business owners who are struggling with their online presence. So if your profile is not showing up right, you're having issues with your website on a search page, I'm able to help business owners because I'm able to directly email Michael, who works at Grow with Google, and say, hey, can you check what's going on with this account? And then I'm able to help business owners. So that is why I decided to become a Grow with Google partner. And so I am not just another digital marketer. I have done everything that I teach. I have made every mistake. I have run $1 Facebook ads. I've run YouTube ads. And so the more curious you are about your business, the more easier it is going to get for you to scale your business. Out of this process of scaling my education business, I put together what I call a digital dominance drive. I really believe every business can digitally dominate the niche that you're in. Because think about it, right? We all need about 1,000 customers. And for some people, based on your price point, you probably need 100 customers. It's really simple to do that, provided you have a strategy. And the reason why this is a circle is because digital marketing is not something where you just wake up one morning and you're in the mood for it. You don't just say, okay, today I'm going to create a video and post it on YouTube. I'm going to post something on Facebook. I'm going to add a page to my website. You need to have a concerted plan. And digital marketing takes about 90 days for you to benefit from your efforts. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to define what you're trying to do. You need to have a plan for getting that organic traffic. If you have Google Analytics installed and you go and you take a look at your analytics today and you have 10 people coming to your website, you need to put together a plan to say, how can I get 100 people coming to my website? Once you reach 100 people, how do you get 1,000 people? How do you get 10,000 people? Think about Amazon. They started similarly. Today, they have billions of people coming to their website. So it really is possible for any business to shine in your niche, provided you have a digital dominance strategy. So once you define what you want to do, you want to stop and review it. Then you want to identify the key things that are working for you, verify what your conversion rates are, and execute. So this is rinse and repeat. Find those 5 things that work for your business niche. Do it over and over again. Stop, look at your data. What's working? Choose the ones that are working really well. Do more of it. Stop doing the things that are not working for you, right? So you can't just set down the path of saying, I got a website, I got a few customers, now what? You need to have a strategy of how you're going to be increasing that organic traffic coming to your website. So each business, through the cycle of this digital dominance, you'll be at one of these levels. You'll either be at an attract stage, or you'll be at an automate stage, or you will be at an accelerate stage. And so attraction is when all your digital marketing efforts, all those digital nuggets that you're putting out into the world are talking really well to the Google algorithm, and it's attracting those correct people to your website. And then it gets so busy that you need to automate things. And once you've automated things, now you're on acceleration mode where you're hiring your next team member, you're thinking about your pricing packages, and you're just on, fast throttle where you can reach your revenue goals. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, where are you in your cycle of business? Are you at a point where you still need more customers? Then you're at an attract phase. If you're at an attract phase, then you need to first define and review what you're doing. If you're in the automate phase, then you're comfortable, then you want to identify and verify what's working for you. Once you've done that, you can accelerate by just having a vital few repeatable tactics that you'll just do over and over, and you'll know the source of your customers, you'll have a plan in place for reviews, you'll have content, and your business will be in a flow state. So 3 things I know for sure from scaling a multi-6-figure business is that anyone can generate clients online. You must, however, customize. You have to customize for your specific niche. And business can be easy. If you're feeling frustrated saying, why are my ideas not working out? Why am I not finding my next customer? It's because you haven't stopped and customized your digital marketing strategy. And if you had a store, right? If you had a physical store and people were coming to that store, what would you do? You'd need to pay electricity, you need to pay rent, you need to clean the windows, you need to have somebody open the door. Today, the website can be that store for you, provided you have a digital marketing strategy where somebody's turning on the light, and when people come to your website, they're being welcomed. How are they converting? And so if you've just built a website, just created a YouTube account and forgotten about it, then you have not customized. And customization is important for business to become easy. All right, so let's talk about creating a home for your business on YouTube. This falls under the organic traffic. Why do you care about having a YouTube account? It's because you want more people to find you online. You are providing the Google algorithm one more of those signals or factors by creating a YouTube account. Simply, you'll go to youtube.com, you'll sign in with a Gmail account, you'll create a channel. If you don't see this option, you can switch. It's very simple. If you're familiar with any kind of online account creation, it's really simple to create a YouTube account. So go create a channel, upload a profile picture that best represents your business channel, right? So you have an option to choose a profile picture, write a description, add a website, and add social links. This is where the magic begins to happen. Because now what you're doing is you're taking your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, and you're connecting it to the second largest search engine in the world. What does this do for you? It helps you rank higher when somebody searches for you. So just this process of adding your social links to your YouTube account is going to increase your ranking when somebody is searching for you. So spend the time and set up your account properly. This is where you'd go if you wanted to upload videos or go live. You need to create some channel art, because quickly when somebody comes to your profile, they need to know what you do. Are you a HVAC contractor? Are you a solar installer? What are you? Then you want to start organizing your videos in what are called playlists, right? So the more you use the tools within YouTube, the more you're telling the Google algorithm how to quickly pull you off that library shelf and showcase you. So spend the time in setting up your account if you don't have an account. If you have an account, then go ahead and make sure that you've added the channel art, you have a picture, you've written a description, you've connected your social links, and you can make a channel trailer for yourself, right? So here you can actually have a quick 60-second video that talks about what you do. Now you really don't need to be going and hiring a videographer and making this fabulous video, because people really are not looking for that kind of clean, posh looking videos. Grab your phone, talk into your phone, just talk to your customers. If I was trying to hire you, what would you tell me about what you do? Just speak that, take that video and put that as your channel trailer. Describe what you do. The more little pieces of information you can tell Google, the easier it's going to be for Google to showcase you when somebody is looking for you. So create a channel trailer, simple video. Now let's talk about creating videos to achieve your business goals. So this is where you're going to have a good strategy of what are you going to talk about. You need to have a plan, because this is going to tie into lead generation for you at this point. It's really simple, right? If you are wondering what video should I make for my business, you don't need a director and a set and a story. Just grab your phone. If you don't have somebody to hold your the phone for you while you're making the videos, get a selfie stick, get a tripod. I actually have a list of my favorite tools that I'd be happy to share with you. But you can just buy some basic tools. You don't even need a fancy ring light or anything. You can just go to your backyard, find a well-lit area, and start shooting your videos. The other thing is, if you are camera shy, you don't have to be in every video. It's okay to not show your face. If you're on a job, take a video of what you're doing. Talk about a process, right? Make one slide and talk about a process of what you do. So the important thing is to consistently create content. The more prolific you are and how much content you create and you put out there, the more digital nuggets you're creating in Google's library for Google to become your best friend. So you literally put the Google algorithm to work for you. So before you make a video, you never want to just, grab your phone and then, I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Just sit down, what story do you want to tell? What are you talking about? Who should be the star in the video? Are you showing your face that day? Are you pulling an employee in? Maybe, you have a really beautiful truck for your business. Showcase that truck, just talk about that truck. Maybe there's a certain tool that you have or a certain process that you have. So come up with a plan of what you're going to talk about in that video. What are the sights and sounds? Again, you don't need fancy microphones. Make sure that you're close enough to your camera that the sound is captured well. And then once you've shot everything, what's the best way to edit it? Again, you don't need fancy editing. There are apps that you can download on your phone. The iMovie app on your phone is a great editing tool. So you have in the palm of your hands. Everybody has a phone today, and that phone has all the editing capabilities. So don't get bogged down by equipment, hardware, sound. What am I going to do? It's really simple. Grab your phone, talk to your phone, pretend your phone is your customer. What would you tell them about your business? What is special about your business? What do you want to share with them? You don't want to start on your video? Find 5 things that you want to start on your video, right? So make a plan for your video. Tips for writing a script. You want to share a clear and concise message. Remember that the human brain only will give you 3 seconds of its bandwidth. So when somebody lands on your video, if you really want them to finish watching your video, you need to have a clear and concise message. So the first 3 seconds of your video are really important. You don't want to be rambling during that time. You want to get to the point of what you're going to be talking about in that video. You want to deliver a compelling call to action. At the end of the video, every video must have a call to action. Call us. Provide your number, go to our website, follow our YouTube channel, right? You have to steer the conversation, because if you make videos and you don't tell people what to do at the end of the video, doesn't matter, keep saying the same thing. Pick up the phone, call us, I'd love to speak to you. Go to our website. So every video must end with a compelling call to action. Or let's say you're a HVAC contractor, we're going into winter, you have a pre-season, special. You can talk about that. Hey, check out our website. We have a $69 per unit special. Check it out, right? So you want to finish every video with a call to action. So open with a compelling message, talk about your message, finish with a call to action. So those are the 3 things that you need to have every time you're writing a script. So if you're just making these notes, so when I make videos or when I go live, I basically grab 3 post-its, and then I just write out what I'm going to open with, what is going to be the meat of the video, and then what the call to action is. Just take those 3 post-its, put it in front of you, stand in front of a camera, and go. So you also want to have a space that's free of clutter. If you want to show your logo or workplace, you can think about it. So these are next steps, right? Where you're getting into the video shooting mode, and then you think about lighting, use natural light. Again, like I said, you don't need fancy light or buy that one ring light that will just, make your face look clear. So it's, or face a source of light. Look, don't stand in shadows. And then listen in the space, right? You don't want echoes. If you can, use a mic, right? Specifically, if you have a lot of background noise and you want to be heard better, you want to use a mic and speak confidently, smile as you're speaking, because that's how your message is going to sound positive and people are going to be inclined to want to watch that entire video. The next thing that you want to do is you want to organize your channel to attract viewers. Before we go into organization of your channel, I want you to understand the difference between push and pull marketing. Pull marketing is when you get your message in front of potential customers actively looking for your services. Somebody needs some maintenance for their heating unit. They go search online. They land on your YouTube channel. That is pull marketing. Push marketing is when you have spent on YouTube ads, Google ads, and people are being shown your ad even when they don't have a heater that needs maintenance. Do you see the difference between pull and push marketing? Push marketing is an intrusion. When people are doing something else, your ad keeps flashing up. And you've encountered that. We've all encountered that, where you keep seeing an ad for a shoe or something, right? That you're really not shopping for. That is push marketing. Push marketing takes money. Pull marketing is zero budget. Doesn't cost you money, but it needs a well thought out strategy where when somebody is actively looking for your service, hey, you show up. What are some of the things that you can do to pull and amplify your efforts? On your website, you can have a lead capture form. When somebody comes to your home page, the algorithm will bring people home. What you do with that customer, that guest that comes home, is up to you. Are you serving them tea, lunch, dinner? What's the plan? You need to have a lead capture form on your page. SEO tactics for traffic. You need a YouTube account is a great way for you to have pull marketing working for you. Do you have online reviews? Because online reviews are social proof. When people see social proof and say, hey, this is a 5-star, 4.86 rated business, I want to do business with them. Do you have a funnel where when somebody comes, they give you their email address? What happens? Do you just collect the email address and sit on it? Or do you have a series where you say, welcome, how can I help you? And then be in their inbox again, 15 days later, 30 days later, because those are the kinds of reminder marketing that's going to help you take that lead and convert them into a customer. Do you have a Google My Business profile? I actually teach entire workshops on Google My Business profiles, because Google My Business is free real estate that you can claim on a search page. And once you have that, you're going to see your organic traffic skyrocket. Before COVID, we used to go to networking and trade shows, but think about these trade shows. Everybody that's coming to these trade shows is already, they've paid to come to the trade show. And so they are pulled into that specific niche. If you have a social media account, if you are posting on Facebook or Instagram, this is where you're hoping that people are going to convert to customers from all of your social media efforts. Don't just post on social media. Go look at the data. Which of the posts are people engaging in? Today, based on how the Facebook and Instagram algorithms work, it almost feels like crickets, like you're just talking to nobody. That's not true. If you really go look at the data, it will show you that some of your posts have 75% engagement. Then you know that people are being pulled to that specific post. Make a list of in the past 60 days, which of your posts did really well. Look at the data. Make more posts similar to what worked for you, because that's when you have a digital marketing strategy, when you stop and you look at what worked and you do more of that. So a well-organized channel will serve as a pull and amplification source for you to get more people coming to your website. So you want to have relevant art. You want to quickly, people should know what the channel is about. Like I said, you want to have an introductory trailer. You want to create playlists. You want to have a quick, helpful description of what you do. And this is where you can create your playlist. If you get to really a lot of subscribers, then you can have a community. And so when you set up that account, or if you have that account, spend an hour, clean it up, get a graphic designer, put together a simple, the channel art, create a video, because then you're in business. You're ready to pull and amplify using your YouTube account. It's really simple. If you've never uploaded stuff to YouTube, you can just click create next to the camera in the upper right corner. This window will pop up. You'll select a file, a video that you've created, and you'll upload it to your profile. Again, you want to have good habits when you upload your video, right? You want to spend the time to title it. Because what are these? These are all, again, little breadcrumbs that you're throwing out into the Google universe. The more relevant words that you're using that are tied to your business, the more this video is going to help you with pulling people into your website and converting into a customer. Make the time to write a relevant title. Describe what the video is. Make a decision about what you want to show as a thumbnail. Have your playlist created. Are you talking about cakes, cookies? What product or service are you talking about? Have your playlist. Choose your audience. No, you don't want it. It's not made for kids. None of the business videos are made for kids. Once you tell Google that, then Google's going to showcase you more if you spend the time to add the video details. Define visibility. Save, you can either, so let's say you tell yourself, I'm going to spend the time and make 6 videos, right? You can go ahead, make those 6 videos. You can upload it into your YouTube account, but you don't have to publish it all at the same time. You can schedule it. Why do you want to schedule your videos? Again, you don't need any other paid tool to schedule your video. The scheduling feature sits right inside the YouTube profile. So you can define your visibility. If you make 6 videos and you post it on Google, on YouTube at the same time, you're losing out on SEO. Versus you schedule it out, 2 a month, then Google loves fresh content. The library loves new books, right? So it loves new content, and it's going to say, oh, I sense that there's some new information. It's going to catalog you. And so you want to have a scheduling strategy where you're not making videos and dumping them saying, I'm building my YouTube channel. You want to schedule it and then make sure that every video is clearly, defined. Are you making it public? Are you unlisting it? Is it, make a plan and then publish it. Once you publish your videos, here's where the magic happens, where you're again going to take all of the different digital resources in the world and connect them. So get a link, share it on Facebook. If you're on Twitter, share it. If you write blogs, put it there. So whatever social media you're on, take those videos and start pushing it out there, because remember, it's a web, the World Wide Web. So the more enmeshed your information is in all the possible digital resources, the more you're going to shine, and the more your profile is going to showcase, or your website is going to show up when somebody is searching for you. So you can literally take a YouTube channel, you can put it on your social media, you must connect it to your website, you can email people every time you create a new video, and if you write blogs, you can write a blog from just a video. Take the content in your video and just write a blog. And if you think about blogs, one thing that I tell my customers is that it doesn't matter whether you're a good writer or not. Can you speak about what you do for your business? Can you talk about your service? I'm sure you can, because you must be really passionate about what you do, right? So that's it. Just write like the way you speak. People are not really looking for fancy verbiage. So this is content. If you can put out blogs connected to your YouTube account, it's really going to help you, because you're putting out more of those digital nuggets where you're going to shine in Google's library. The other cool thing about YouTube is that there's channel analytics. You can go ahead and click on your analytics. It's going to tell you how many people came to your videos. So even if you don't have subscribers, like look at this example of one of my clients, is that they only have 37 subscribers. So subscribers are secondary, right? Only if you run a lot of ads and you're producing a large volume of content, your subscriber count is going to go up. Even with just 37 subscribers, you can get 2,731 people viewing your videos. These are the eyeballs that are going to lead to clicks to your website, which is going to lead to a lead that's going to convert to a customer. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of subscribers, because the thing with subscription is, think about how we function. We don't want too many interruptions in our lives, right? We already feel overwhelmed with technology. So the more things people subscribe to, they need to be really interested in your product or service. I'm not really interested in, all the time being interrupted about a specific service that I need help with, right? Like every time my plumber posts a video, I don't want to be hear about it. But if you have the channel and you are routinely posting, this is the power where you can have about 3,000 people that are viewing it, and this is where your analytics, if you're curious, again, like I said, you need to have a data driven strategy. Then it's going to tell you that, hey, 2,700 people looked at this video, looked at your channels. Is your YouTube effort worth it? Absolutely, because even if 5% of this converts to your customer, your home, right? So that is the power of analytics. So if you've been posting on YouTube a while but never bothered to go look at the analytics, be curious, go take a look at what it's doing for you. Identify the videos that have a lot of views. Why are those videos having more views? Was there a message? Was there a call to action? What did you talk about? Make a list of the 10 things that has worked out. Do more of it. The other thing that you can do is you can promote your business with video, right? So if you have a well-established channel and you're in a good rhythm of creating videos and posting routinely, it's a great way to spend your advertising dollars if you so choose to. Again, you can have a zero budget strategy and you can really put your YouTube channel to work for you. But if you choose to, you can definitely, run ads. And this is one thing that I like to share with my business owner friends, is that think of video making in a bite, snack, and meal, right? You want to create formats for all attention spans. Why is it important to have this strategy? Because let's say you get to a point where you feel ready to run YouTube ads. You want to have videos of all lengths and all formats that you can take and boost. And so a bite-sized video is just 6 seconds long. You'll be surprised that in 6 seconds is a lot of information you can transfer. A snack-sized video is where you can talk about a process, right? It's 15 to 20 seconds. A meal, think about a meal is just 30 seconds, half a minute. That's it. That's all people have the time and brain bandwidth for. You are welcome to make longer videos, but the thing that you want to remember is that if that's going to become an educational video, right? If you're going to make a 15 or 30-minute video, those are great to make as well, and you can probably make 4 a year of that kind and post it on your YouTube channel. But if you're really looking to take your YouTube channel and put it to work for you, where you're saying, okay, this year in 2021, because I've never run YouTube ads, I'm going to try to run YouTube ads and see what YouTube ads can do for me. You are going to be better served if during your video making process, you follow this bite, snack, and meal approach where you're making videos of different lengths. Okay, so because six-second videos will have a certain kind of messaging, so you will become an expert at creating this. So remember this, bite, snack, and meal-sized lengths of videos are what you need. This is it. If you're able to make 30-second videos, even if you're just able to make 6-second videos, you're good, because that's all people have the time and brain bandwidth for. So now you make all these videos, people watch your video, and the call to action says, come home, come to my website. This is where you need to have a plan, right? Because your social media efforts are only going to serve you provided you have a plan based on what happens to that customer that comes from your social media profile, your YouTube account, to your home page. You've built the awareness. They come to your website. Now they're interested. Now they've made a decision to choose you. They're going to book an appointment. Do you have, this is what a funnel is, right? Every business, you can have thousands of funnels. You don't need to have all the kinds of funnels, right? You must have a welcome funnel, an appointment funnel, right? This is where the automation comes in. For all of the money that you spent on building your website, the time that you're putting into building your YouTube account, all of that is only going to serve you if you at least have minimum automation when people come to your website. Because if they come to your website and you don't have a plan for them to choose you and book an appointment, call you again, right? You're going to lose that customer. So all of that effort on YouTube needs to culminate, needs to end with a plan in place as to how you're going to take that lead, that traffic, and convert it to your customer. So this is one of my customers here. We have a simple, full name, email, phone number, how can we help you, message. The moment somebody messages, we have automated a series of emails that goes to them, right? We send them an email saying, thank you, this is how you book. They don't book in 7 days, we send them a reminder. In 7 days, they don't book again, then we send them a text, right? So there's technology that exists that you can go ahead and do all of this. And it's important that you have that kind of a strategy. This is where the funnel on the homepage, you have a strategy where when somebody comes home, you need to have a sequence. If not, you'll be creating those amazing, bite-size, snack-size, lunch-size videos and wondering, hey, why is nothing happening? Because you don't have a clear process to pull your leads and convert them to your customers. So the thing that you want to ask yourself is what's next, right? You came to today's workshop with a goal to want to learn about YouTube. And so, 2020 has been a difficult year for all business owners, right? All our plans have, COVID's just taken over all our plans. So the thing that you want to do is going into the new year is to first stop and look at, I'm sure you made revenue, you had customers coming in this year. Where did they come from? What worked, right? And then pick 2 or 3 new things to do in the new year. Because if you keep doing the things that you've been doing, you're going to stay right there. So you got to introduce new digital marketing strategies into your life. So the main thing is to be curious. If you don't have Google Analytics installed on your website, you're doing yourself a disservice. What Google Analytics does is it's a free way for you to be able to look into your customer's head. Who are they? Where are they coming from? What are they doing on your website? Where are they hanging out? How long are they hanging out? Why are they leaving your website? What can you do to make sure that they stay? If you're not having enough traffic coming to your website, what can you do to get more people coming to your website, right? So the more curious you are about how people are finding you, the more people are going to find you because you've stopped to think about what your website is doing for you, right? So the next thing that I like to offer people that come to my workshop is ask yourself where you are within this attract, automate, accelerate portion. Where are you, make a decision about going into 2021. I am just going to focus on my organic traffic. I have 100 people coming to my website. I am going to do all the things it takes to get to 1,000 people. All the things it takes to get to 1,000 people can be a zero budget strategy. Is your Google My Business profile set up? Is your website digitally plumbed? Have you thought about keywords? What are the social media portals that you're busy on? What are those Facebook, Instagram, YouTube things doing for you? Define your strategy. Just defining the source of your organic traffic will lead to more customers. So what I want to offer you is, if you're interested in connecting with me one-on-one, you can go ahead and book some time with me by simply going to growthplancall.com. If you're wondering what your website is doing for you, which of your social media efforts is doing for you, what I do for anybody that sets up some time with me is I run a free snapshot of your online presence and I share it with you. So this, if anything, this will give you a starting point as to what is working out of your efforts right now. So, how business owners, we're really busy. We go to a workshop, we move on to the next thing and we forget about it. Schedule with me a call. Just go to growthplancall.com, book some time with me. I will pull up your business. I will run a snapshot report and I will share with you how your business is perceived by the Google algorithm. And it's going to give you ideas going into 2021 where you can take that and you can make a plan for yourself and be sure that you have a plan in place, at least for organic traffic, right? Every business must have a plan in place for organic traffic. This is the #1 mistake that business owners make. Build a website, create a YouTube account, start posting on Facebook, and then sit and wonder, why is nothing happening? Because you have not connected all the dots for you to get organic traffic coming to your website, be it from YouTube or Facebook. So you don't need to spend on ads. You can still get organic traffic, provided you've identified those 5 tactics that do well for you and you've made a plan. So I want to invite you to, I'd love to meet each of you one-on-one. This is really hard just speaking to a screen. So if you so choose to, please set up some time with me at growthplancall.com. The other thing that I also do is I have a Facebook group where you can hang out with other business owners just like yourselves. You can share your profiles. I'm happy to look at it, audit it, give you feedback, look at your data. So it's called Grow with Google Tips for Small Businesses. You can follow me on Instagram. I teach and I share a lot of information on Instagram. And like I proposed, you can set up some one-on-one time with me by just going to growthplancall.com, or you can simply email me at ratna@smallbizunbox.com. So that's pretty much the information that I have. If you are a business owner that's feeling like a ship without sails and wondering what's going on, put together a digital marketing plan. Stop and look at what's been working. Put together a plan. Work on 5 tactics for 90 days. Stop, reanalyze, keep doing the things that are working for you. Delete the things that are not working for you. Add 2 more new things. You are going to find that next customer, and not just next 10, next 100 customers, and you are going to be able to reach your revenue goals. So that's all I got. I'm happy to take any questions.
Great, Ratna, thank you. We do have a couple questions. Someone asked, how often should they post on YouTube?
Yes. So like I said, the more prolific you can be with the content that you create, the more it's going to do for you in terms of adding new information into Google's library. But that being said, the realistic is, at least if you're able to create 1 video a week for starters. If that's too much, do 2 videos a month, do 1 video a week. Doesn't matter what the videos are doing, make sure that your channel is optimized, make sure that you have your playlist, right? So the more you can post on social media, so the posting is not just creating the video and posting it. What Google's also going to see are the words. What are you captioning your video, right? So that's something that you want to spend some time and think about it. So if it's going to take a lot out of you to just make that 1 video and tag it properly, write a proper caption, do 1 video a week. If 1 video a week is too much, start with 1 video a month. Get started, because once you get started, progress over perfection is my motto. So get started, because that's going to teach you a lot of things.
Perfect. And then someone else says their business has a YouTube channel, but they only get about 1 or 2 views per video. Any suggestions you might have?
They only get about, you cut out.
Sorry, they only get about
Are
1.
these in the Q&A? Can I read these?
I don't know if you can see the chat or not.
They only get about 1 view?
They only get about 1 or 2 views per video. They want to know if you have any suggestions.
So is the YouTube video shared somewhere else? You remember that slide I showed you? Are you taking that video and putting it into a newsletter? Are you taking that video and putting into your social media channels? Is your YouTube account tied to your website? Right? Those are the simple things that you can do right away to be sure that you're taking your YouTube account and connecting it to everything else. Just putting the YouTube logo on your website and connecting it to your YouTube account will increase views for you. If you have an email list, are you sharing the videos? Right? Remember, everybody is not going to read every newsletter. So it's okay. You can take the same video and send it 6 times a year to your same database. You will have, a certain 10 that read it the first time, another 10 that reads it the second time. And so what are you doing with those videos? Where are you sharing it? That's important.
Great. And then someone else asked if you could further explain YouTube ads a little bit. They want to know if you have to have a certain amount of subscribers to use it and how much it costs.
So YouTube ads are like any other ads, right? Like Google ads or Facebook ads. So you can set your, you really don't have to be hassled with how many subscribers you have. So if you just are comfortable running your own ads, I would say just do $1 a day, $5 a day strategy, and then see what it does for you, right? What these ads do is it takes your audience, your traffic, and it divides them up into cold, lookalike, and warm, right? So cold audiences are basically people that don't know you, they find you. Lookalike audiences are people that are similar to your raving fans, your customers. And then the warm audiences are the people that are likely to become your customers. So that's what ads does for you. It's going to take the population of people, the traffic that's coming to your website, it's going to give you information and categorize that information into these three buckets, right? If it's cold traffic, how are you going to make them warm? If they're lookalike, hey, great, they already look like your customers. So you have to just play around based on your advertising budget, how comfortable you are in launching stuff. But the reality with ads is, even if you spend small amounts of money, what it's going to do is it's going to take all your traffic and categorize it into these three buckets of cold, lookalike, and warm. And the more you're able to categorize your traffic, the more of a concerted strategy that you can have to take those leads and convert them into customers. So I can't really answer your question because I'd have to look at your niche. We'd have to look at what within your niche where your cost per click is landing today, because all of that is public information. Look at the cost per click, make a plan. You say, hey, I'm not really comfortable spending hundreds of dollars. Start with a low budget, because it's going to give you information about what's working. Take that, tweak it, increase it. So personally, I have run $1 a day Facebook ads. This was out of my own curiosity to understand how the Facebook ads platform works, to take that, because what that'll do is it'll build custom audiences. The thing that you really want to be sure you have before you spend any money is to have your digital plumbing. Digital plumbing is what I call your Google Analytics. You want to have your Facebook pixel, because if people are coming from Facebook, you want to be able to start identifying who those people are. All of this is free. You want to put the universal tracker from Google Analytics on your website. You want to put the Facebook pixel, which is just a line of code that you take and you put it on your website. Because if you don't have your plumbing set up, then your ads will not tell you the story that I was referring to, which is your cold, lookalike, and your warm audiences. So you want to be sure that your website is plumbed. So when you start spending the money, you're going to get that information. So do the basics, start with a low spend, see what it does for you, increase the spend, and take it from there. That would be my recommendation.
Great, thank you for that. That seems to be all the questions we have at the moment. Everybody can see Ratna's contact information is on the screen. If you have any further questions, feel free to email her or email me as well. I am agibbard@easternmichiganbbb.org. You will be receiving a recording of this webinar tomorrow, so feel free to go back through it, and if any questions pop up, let either one of us know. Thank you, Ratna, for your time. We really appreciate the insight.
Thank you very much. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful for. So wish you the best and take care. Stay healthy. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Bye.